Hey lovelies, welcome back. In this video we're going to be talking about manifestation and how it's actually so simple, so we don't need to keep overcomplicating it. Stay tuned.
I'll be your light. Be your light.
Here on this channel we are helping you to master your mind and manifest all of your desires. Before we jump in, we want to let you know that Next Level You coaching is available. We had mentioned this in previous videos. We've changed up our coaching package. If you want to find out more information about that, the link in the description box is down below. You can look in the current price, as the prices will be rising on the 1st of February. Check out the link in the description box down below for more information. Let's get into the video.
Make manifestation simple again. Something that me and Leah really wanted to do in this video, because there's a lot of like information that is coming in which I think can make people a bit overwhelmed with the concepts of manifestation and how to actually create the life they want. But really and truly, if we just block out the noise for a second, we're going to dive into this video of how manifestation is actually a really simple process. Your thoughts create your reality, as within, so without, and you're manifesting 24/7, because our subconscious beliefs, what we dominantly think about ourselves, the conceptions we hold, is essentially mirrored out and reflecting out into our reality, as within, so without. But there's so much noise around the concepts of manifesting that a lot of you guys are getting confused. You're not knowing when to do this technique, when do I need to affirm, when do I need to do my routine, do I need to listen to sleep tapes, and it's getting you guys a bit confused. So we just thought in this video we want to remind you guys of like the core concepts of manifesting, because we're manifesting all the time, as you guys already know. And literally the process of manifestation is deciding what you want and then eliminating any opposing beliefs that essentially you have on autopilot that are stopping and capping you from getting that. And that is essentially manifestation in a nutshell.
So like Tia said, it's you identifying what it is you want and any opposing stories that you have that say you can't have what you want. So for example, you're manifesting money, but your opposing story is I never have enough money. So you've identified that you don't have enough money. So the new story is I always have more than enough money, I'm financially supported, I never have to worry about money. Whatever it is you want to say for yourself. And you stick to that new story. That's how simple manifestation is. But things you can do to assist that new story is stepping into the state and the version of you that is that person. And how do you do that? You might do that with a tool and technique. You might have a routine for your day. You might get up, start doing your affirmations, do a bit of scripting, and then you're going about your day. And anytime any opposing thoughts comes up, you remind yourself of that new story. I always have more than enough money. I am financially supported. I never have to worry about money. That's one of the affirmations I used to say for myself when I was stepping into a new money story. And you keep persisting in that, because as you keep persisting in that and telling yourself this new story, or if you're visualizing you having more money or someone congratulating you having this money, whatever you need to do for yourself to make it simple, it can be that simple. You can just say one phrase, one mantra, and just run with it. That be your new story. And your mind has to give you evidence and proof of that new story, because it's like, okay, I'm getting bored with this because you keep saying this to me. And even if it's throwing up opposing stories, you say, no, that's not my truth, this is my truth. You say your mantra and you keep on going with your day. You move on with your life, you move on with your day, you keep enjoying your day, you keep living life. And at some point, it's going to catch up, because your mind will bring it to existence, because that's what you keep saying to yourself over and over and over.
Yeah, because we are natural born creators, and that's why I think a lot of us are making it harder than it needs to be, because we're wanting to control the how, we're wanting to control how things come about. Like we always say, like all the greatest teachers always say, we don't necessarily need to know the how unless it enforces our belief. Essentially, we don't need to know how the thing we want comes about, we just need to decide what it is we want and then stick to the having and being in the state of our thoughts and assumptions aligning with that. The more you do that, that starts to reflect out, and you're essentially changing the reality that you're experiencing based upon who you are being. Because the reason why, and I don't think this is touched on enough, the reason why it's who you are being is because you are creating it. Your world is projecting out from you. So in order to get something different, you need to be something different. How do we be something different? We change our thoughts, what we're thinking, what we believe. That changes our state. And it's all like, it all interlinks, but I think we can get so fixated on one piece of information, whether that's the state, whether that's me changing my thinking, the beliefs, the assumptions, or me having to do sleep tapes, that we miss the bigger picture, guys, of zooming out and actually recognizing that we are the creators of our reality. And it isn't this overcomplicated process of have to do this, this and this to manifest my desires. It's just knowing as a conscious creator what works best for me to be dominantly in the story of me having my desires.
Yeah. You decide who you are.
Exactly.
You say that's who you are, and that's who you become.
Yeah.
It's like that simple, isn't it? But I know oftentimes when you've got an opposing story, it's really hard to believe in this new story when you've had evidence and experiences that says that's not who you are, that's not what I get. But, and I understand that because we've both been through it. But you have to just keep saying the story over and over until you start to believe it. Because, as Neville says, let the weak man say he's strong, and then he becomes strong. It's like what you're saying to yourself. Tell yourself that you always have more than enough money and you're financially supported, or tell yourself that you have beautiful relationships or you're in this beautiful relationship with your SP. It must come to form. It must come to a physical manifestation, because you're now just selecting a reality and a version of you that is experiencing this thing, and your world will shift and mould and orchestrate itself to bring that into your existence. If 10,000 people need to move in order to bring you your manifestation, they will move. That's how powerful you are, and you just have to keep tapping into that and knowing that it can be that simple.
Yeah.
And telling yourself that manifestation is simple. It is simple.
Yeah.
You know, you've been doing it your whole life, but now you're conscious of it. So now you get to create on purpose, and you get to decide who the fuck you want to be and what you want to create for yourself, and how people show up, how money shows up, how your SP shows up, how family show up, how anyone shows up in your reality, because it's just you directing your movie. You're the one assigning the scripts and the roles to all of these people in your life, because they're just a mirror and a reflection of you. That's it. So as you change yourself, your world must change to reflect that new change in you.
Exactly. And once you adopt that mindset, that everything that Leah just spoke about, you'll shift from being that person of trying everything under the sun to get spaghetti to stick to the wall, throwing everything at the world in order to change it, and realising that the only thing you ever need to do is to look within. And once you learn what works best for you, because what works best for Leah doesn't work for me, and what works for me doesn't work for Leah, yet we're both creating our own reality. Once you understand the core fundamentals of manifestation, you won't no longer feel like you're trying to do all these things and nothing's working. You'll understand that it's my turn now simply because I decide it is, and whatever I need to tell myself, master my mind, in order to be that version of me, I will do it, because I understand it's all coming from me.
Because there is the version of you that has what they want. You
Exactly.
can tap into that state at any time by telling yourself you are that version of you and dwelling there more so often. And then that becomes who you are, because we are always in different states. Sometimes we're in the state of having what we want, sometimes we're not in the state of having what we want, but we want to be more dominantly in the state of having what we want, so it becomes a normal, natural thing for us to expect that's our reality, and we get to have it.
Because we know you know what we're saying. We know you know about manifestation. You could have read all the books, you could have listened to all the teachers, but it's time to actually start internalizing the information and then executing it. Knowing that I know this, I know this, I know this, how can I bring all that together to step into that version of me? How can I bring everything I know to actually execute this in a way that works best for me? And that's all we're doing with manifestation. It's just tuning into your power, knowing that I am the creator, I am the solution, I am the cause, and everything that I shift within myself, shift in my external reality.
Exactly, because with manifestation, you're making the unseen seen, but you have to trust in the unseen before the unseen becomes seen. And that all starts with you and how you shift internally. And as you shift internally, your external must reflect that, because it's all a reflection. Just stop trying to change the mirror, stop trying to go to the mirror and change it, change you, and things will shift.
Exactly.
So we hope this video helped. If you need to rewatch it over and over, just do that to reinforce your power. As we said at the start of the video, our next level coaching is available. If you want to lock in the current price, you can do that now. The link is in the description box down below. Be sure to comment, share and subscribe. It helps the channel grow and get this message out to everyone so they can awaken to this wonderful world of conscious manifestation as well. And we will see you in the next video.